Well, excuse me. This is Augie at the Edge. We've talked before, we'll talk again, and we're about to talk some more. Some people are wondering what's happening. What's happening so quickly? It's scaring the pants off of people. I'm going to vaccinate everybody by April 19th. I said I'd get it in 100 days, and I'm going to do it, all of it, all of it. That's Joe Biden. I'm going to say it's a hoax. I'm not going to say anything but protect one another, get vaccinated, and then take your chances. He didn't say it quite that way, but I'm saying it that way. The other thing he's doing blocks of projects and large chunks of money, which is scaring some people. Doesn't scare me a bit, because the way you pay for things when you do the FDR routine, and that's what we're talking about, the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Rodeo, 1935 came in the New Deal, the tax on the wealthy to pay for everything, along with the infrastructure tax. 75% on everything after the next dollar after your first million, you paid 75% on that tax. And that tax lasted all the way to World War II. Didn't get us out of the depression that World War II did, because everybody went to work. And that's the lesson. Everybody went to work. Know that. When you were in the WPA, you signed up, and they said, well, we'll tell you where you're going to go, and when we tell you, you'll go there, right? Because your paycheck's going to keep coming to you all the time. You're going to get paid until you start work and after you start work. And that is the nature of this thing. Rebuild the country, build the country so it's more productive, so more useful. The Hoover Dam, the TVA, all those things. Before World War II, those were happening. First interstate in Oklahoma happened at that time. So here's Biden. He's going to do the vaccination thing for the people. It's for them. It's not for one individual or another, not for the rich. It's for everyone. And then he's going to do the infrastructure bill, which is for everyone. And it's called Build Back Better, but it's really FDR. And Barry Sanders is saying, applause, applause. And people are saying, if they're afraid of Barry Sanders, say, don't listen to Barry Sanders. Oh, no, no, no. He's a bad man. He's going to make us spend money for something that we don't need. Oh, the bridges are falling apart. The roads are falling apart. Everything's falling apart. And we get promised time after time from past leaders that they're going to build infrastructure, and nothing happens. Well, it's going to happen, and it's going to go quickly, because the reconciliation thing is in the Senate, and it's decided by the Senate magistrate. And he agreed that Biden could have 2 or 3 more bills come forward under that reconciliation, and that means there's going to be more of this. There's going to be bills to change the vote in the filibuster, how that's done. All kinds of things are going to happen quickly, surprisingly quickly. When you say government can't get things done, it's because the people that are part of government don't want to get things done. So we've listened for years from someone the likes of Mitch McConnell, who has been largely a do-nothing leader and get nothing done leader, and block everything that could be done leader, and basically what has taken the credibility of the Republican Party into question. Nonetheless, this is where we're headed, and Mr. Joe Biden is old, but impatient. Old, lived at the level of the people, rode the trains, all the way through all his legislative life up until he became vice president under Obama. Always rode the trains, and he believes in the trains, so count on the trains being part of this, a big part of it. So you're going to see things like short-run airlines are going to be less and less necessary. They're going to find ways to connect communities by rail instead of by airplane. You can still have that, but it's going to be less down the road. It's going to not happen immediately. It's going to happen fairly quickly. But we're in for some interesting historic changes. This is the recent horizon for people, and once it starts to kick in, if we can get this vaccination thing underway where people feel safe and healthy. I have got 2 vaccinations myself a few days ago, so I've got to wait a couple more weeks for myself to be pretty much contained. But the main thing why you want the vaccination is that even if you get the variation, these vaccinations have demonstrated, the Moderna, the Pfizer, and the Johnson & Johnson have all demonstrated that you're protected against the variants. And the variants are the real culprits. So people who don't bother with the vaccination are really risky. And younger people, by the way, now they're deciding that the people between 20 and 40 are the ones ending up in the hospitals now, big time. So it's the vaccination matters. And I want to thank you for this short little story and where we are right at the moment. We'll have some more commentary down the road, but hold on to your seats. The road's going to be interesting. It's going to get exciting, and some people are going to be happier, and some people are going to be sad. Oh yeah, the stimulus. And so if you got your stimulus, you know what I'm talking about. $1,400, husband and wife, $2,800, things like that. That's Joe Biden. Remember that. And Trump had his as well. So we know that worked. And Biden's making it work again. And there probably will be more of the stimulus to ride out this whole economic situation until things level out. And the debt will be paid because the wealth tax is coming and the repeal of the corporate tax cuts are coming. Mark my word. Thank you very much for coming to the Edge.